folks, welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. A few things going on in my life, a few health problems, nothing really serious, but it has put me off work for a few months. I have been back to work, however just over a week ago the issue arose again where it stopped me from working. So and it's actually stopped me from going out and filming and doing stuff and going out on my e-bike and things like that. In fact, it's been the whole of the summer I've missed going out on my bike. I went out once, and I think I've got a video on my channel where I went out to try how I got on with my issues, and I don't want to go on about my issues, but I'm just giving you a reason why I haven't done many videos of recent. However, because I've been at home quite a lot, I've been doing Lego and like block building things, which include like my I've done the Star Wars theme and I've done some vehicles and stuff, which I've really enjoyed, because when you've got so much time on your hands, what do you do? And I'm limited to things that I can do. I can get out, but I'm struggling while I'm out and about, so that's why I've not been filming out and about. But I progressed from the Lego stuff, although it's still block builds. I brought a couple of these block build engines, which I found really interesting. They're very similar to Lego, but yeah, they're electric operated, and they've got a little motor, and you can turn them on once you've built them. Just interesting building them, and like I say, it passed the time away. And we're actually coming to the end of the summer now. We're into, well, almost into mid-September. And it's actually raining now quite a lot, and the sunny days starting to fade away. I'm sure we'll get the odd one or two now and again, but at the moment they're fading away. And a little bit of my pastime was flying RC planes, which you may have seen on my channel. I've done a couple of videos of that, of flying planes and things like that. So I do like my RC stuff a lot. So, but as we go into winter, you get less and less flying, and it gets really cold out there. So I think something coming into the winter months, and something I can get up to, is RC models, but vehicles, like cars, because you can buy kits. Excuse me. Yeah, you can buy kits and build them up and do it like that. So the kind of the Lego thing, it's great. I enjoy it. It passes the time away. But it's the enjoyment of actually building something, not so much the end product. Although I do like them, it's more about the building for me. So to combine those things together, I've decided to get what you've probably seen that's in the title. However, although you might see a picture of the box, I haven't actually opened the box yet. So this video is actually going to be the unboxing of this RC truck, and we can just have a look what's in the box, and then I'm going to decide if it's going to be of something of interest. I'm going to film me building it in stages, because it's not going to be done overnight. It's going to be, you know, a period of time that it'll take to actually build it. So what I'll do, without further ado, I'll get the box up here and we'll open it and have a look, shall we? But I'm going to need these on, because I can't see a thing. Oh, that's better. There you are. Okay, so I received it in the mail today, and there's the box, and as you can see, it's all still sealed up, and I've placed the camera just up there, so I'll flick across now and you've got a down view of what I'm doing. I might have to move the camera up a little bit to widen the angle a bit so you can see everything that's going on. I can see that you can see the whole box because I've got my phone down there which is connected to that camera up there, and I can see what you're seeing. So at the moment it don't look too bad, but like I say, I may lift it up just so you've got a sort of like a bigger area to see. So what I'm going to do is just get this opened. Oh, what I did as well, let me just do a little thing. I brought some tools, although I got quite a bit of tools down the garage. I wanted something to keep up here, because that's another reason for doing stuff like this. It's a lot warmer up here in the winter than it is down in the garage, or I'll call it the workshop. So what I brought is just a basic kit for doing these type of models, like some snips for doing cutting the plastic panels out of the, oh, I forgot what you call it, like the tree, the plastic tree that you cut them off. A couple of screwdrivers, a brush, a dusting brush I suppose, some tweezers, files, and these emery pad files as well for sanding down. When you've cut them off the tree, you can sand them down and get rid of the little spigot that's usually left on, and you can smooth it off and make it all nice, ready to be painted. And that's another thing I'm going to be doing, is some spray painting. Now, I'm not brilliant at spray painting, but I'm going to give it a go, and if this series of videos is popular, like I say, I'm going to document it, and you'll see me trying to spray the body of the vehicle. How that's going to turn out, I don't know. But another thing that I brought, but I've never really had, and I don't know if I'm going to be using it on this model, I think I probably will, is a small electric screwdriver. Just one off, if I put it there, you can see it from up here. It charges there. That's the actual screwdriver itself. Oh, got it upside down. There it is. Just take that out there. That comes out of there. And there's the plug. There's just an hole in there, and it sits, and you can charge it while it's in the case. Then you've got all your bits. You've got lots of bits on there. I forget how many there is, but there's quite a lot, as you can see. There's quite a few there, and some long reaching ones as well, which will be helpful. Like I say, I need to test it and see if it'll be something that's going to be useful on this kit. And what you do, I quite like the way that the bits sit in the case, because they're not clipped in. I get fed up with those, you're trying to clip them in, and you know, they don't go in, and then you get in and you might break the plastic off. These are all magnetized, so although they're a bit fiddly, but they're small, and when you've got big fingers like mine, they're a bit, but all you do is just push the front, the bottom comes out. That one had popped up a little bit like that, but they're all magnetized, so all I do is drop that in there like that, and it clicks in, and then they're easy to get out, in and out, which I find that useful. And then you just pop your bit in there, which is magnetized. You can change the torque on the I think I hold my finger on it, yeah, it's on number 3 at the moment, and if I press it, it'll go up 1. I'm not sure if that's picking it up, but that's lit up there. I'll bring that there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's gone off. And that's number 4, and that's number 5. Then you've got a forward motion and a reverse motion. So because you're going, if you're going a screw into plastic, you obviously want less torque. So until I get used to it and know exactly what I need, is start on 1, which is not very, because you can stop it like that, which is quite easy. So it's going to be 1, 2 or 3, I would have thought, into plastic. And then if you go to metal, or you're going into a bolt with a nut on, you can turn that up. So I think that might be useful. I'll just make sure on this model, this screwdriver, just what I'll do is I'll drop a link below the video so you can see what it is, if it's something that interests you, and you want to go and buy it. I'm not particularly reviewing this, but you know, seeing as I've just purchased it, you know, somebody might be interested in getting one themselves. But what I was going to say, when you put it back in the case, make sure your buttons are upside down and it's facing down, and I'll show you for the reason why. If it's that way around, which is fine and it'll go, and you might want to keep it like that, but that goes in there and then that just snaps shut. I'd done that, and I'd got it all closed up, but I put my arm on it to rest my arm. It ain't going to do it now, is it? Oh, have I got it upside down? Oh yeah, I had it upside down. It's not doing it now. But I put my arm there. I put my arm on it from the top. It's not doing it as much as last time, but I put my arm on it like that and it was starting to go. Maybe it's just twisted slightly or something. Ah, it is that way up. You see, you can accidentally switch it on from the outside of the case, although that didn't seem to affect it as much as it did the other day. Maybe it was just me, but there's no reason why you can't turn it upside down. And in fact, there's like a recess in the plastic there where the buttons go, so I think it is meant to go that way up anyway. And it charges from USB with a, is it USB? I've got it upside down now. Is it USB-C? You know, your normal cable. I've got hundreds and hundreds of those cables. So yeah, so that's a bit of kit that I've purchased. What I'll do is there I'll drop a link to that as well. That off eBay, off Amazon, same as the screwdriver. I'll drop links below if it's something that might interest you. So what I'll do, let's get the box open, have a look what's inside, and we'll take it from there. This knife came in that kit, although I've got other scalpels as well, because I'm down in the workshop. It's handy to have this up here, and that's the reason why I brought it. And I'm just going to get this open and we'll have a look, shall we? Always cut away from yourself, is that right? I'm going to have to go this way. I think that's it. I think that's done it. Oh, the flaps themselves are sealed. I think. The whole lot's sealed. It's got it. There we go. Ooh. That's looking pretty good. Can you see what it is yet? Yeah, there's like glue strips on the box there that was sealing it as well. Here's the first look at the box. Look at that. The Scania R470 Highline. Oh, I like the look of that box. You get excited about boxes. So I do. Right. Let's try and get this out of here now. This is where it all goes pear-shaped, as they say. I'm going to tip it that way. Oop, don't want it to fall on the floor. Here we go. Come on, why don't you come? Oh, there we go. Right, let's just pop that out the way. And it's now upside down. Is there any tape on there before I turn it back over? No, so it should just lift off. The right way up, yep. And there she is, folks, that's the box. So yeah, it's a Tamiya, which are highly recommended. They're quite good models. I've had a Tamiya in the past, but it was an already built model, buggy, RC buggy, a few years ago. And I actually started a Facebook group, which has got to have been, let me think, what, about 11-12 years ago I started it. And there's about 9,000 people in the Facebook group. I'll drop the group below. I did have a few problems with the group a couple of times. I was just getting bombarded with rubbish. I think there's somebody in there that was attacking the group, so I had to shut it down a few times. I've had a couple of admin which they really didn't do anything, didn't help, so I had to get rid of the admin. And over the last 12 months I restarted it again. Well, there's still about 9,000 subscribers there. And it seems to be just ticking over. People, you know, drop stuff, what's going on in their area and stuff like that, and things they may want to sell and things like that. So I'm not a complete novice with RC cars, so, but I am at building them. So should we have a look what's in the box then? Okay, here we come. Nice and easy, lemon squeezy. So, in the box then, we've got the body, the shell of the cab, and this is what's going to need to be painted. I'm only going to basically run through what it is, because I don't want to get everything out of the box, because I'm going to have to put it all back. But there's the mud guards in there. So that's the cab, or the bottom. It's the top half of the cab, but not the roof part. Then you got lots of all these plastic bits that are going to have to be snipped off. Hence the little snippers that I've got in that little toolkit. And a lot of this, well, I don't know if I have to paint the mud guards, if them stay in black, or I don't know. I need to look into that. But a lot of this stuff, especially the small stuff, can be sprayed actually while it's still on there. I think. I've got to do my research. And if you know, you can tell me in the comments below. I guess I'd appreciate any advice. There's the windows. And there. There's the roof part of the cab. I don't know whether I'm going to paint it the same colour as the picture on the front of the box. I don't know. That's something I've got to decide. It's a blue colour, but I don't know whether they advise you to paint it the same. I don't know. I've got to read the instructions. Again, you got the seats and the interior there. I'll just pop that back there. Can just pop this box out, because, or should I just take the top off there? Or does the top come off? Yeah, it does. What I will do is, while I'm in here, I can take the oh, that's taped. That's why that one's not opening. Just undo that. There we go. I've got to admit that's not the greatest of scalpels. I might have to fetch me one from down the workshop. Right, in this box, the tyres. I'm not sure if that's some kind of axle, it's probably come from that side. And what I have done, that is the motor that comes with it. But I have purchased an upgraded motor, going on the advice, because I've joined the Tamiya group and I've had some advice on a better motor which you get smoother, slower speeds than the one that comes in the kit. So I've purchased a new one of those. I'm waiting for that to come. And what I've also purchased is, if I can find the ones in here, I don't know if they're separately packed, if I can see them, is, I think they might be in there, but they're in a bag within a bag, so you won't see them. I think maybe not. Anyway, what I have, or I'm going to be upgrading, is the bearings, because the ones in the kit are just plastic bearings, and I've upgraded to metal ball bearings, which give you a better movement as well of the vehicle and better wear. That was on advice again from the group, because you've got to listen to the people, you know, that have been doing it for years. They that's the way you learn, and you know, heed some of the advice. I've just put that there because, like I say, I'm waiting for the bearings to arrive, the new motor to arrive, and I've also got to buy the paint, the spray paint as well. But I wanted to see if in the instructions it tells you what paint to purchase. I'm not sure if it does, but I will go on the advice of other people if it doesn't. Right, the instructions are there. I want that out anyway. That's the instructions. And the decals as well, or decals, or whatever, however you call them, are there. So I'm just going to put that there, and that's going to be some light reading for later. Just pop that back in there, because although it's Thursday today, I may not start this until next week, so it might be a while before the next video comes out if I do decide to film the progress of the build. Right, this is another box. I'm not sure what's in this one. Oh yeah, they do supply grease and stuff like that, so I'm guessing that's going to be in here, because I can't see it in there. Because you do have to build the gearbox, which I believe is one of the first jobs that you do. And once I've read the instructions in here, if it is, that's something I could probably film and do, and could be the first video without me waiting for the next parts to arrive. So that might be something I can do. Right, yeah, right, that's the front of the truck with the Scania logo on the front. That's going to have to be painted black, if that's the colour I choose, which I think it is for the grille. Oh, we got some like chrome type looking parts. That's the mirrors. Some more glass, that's going to be the lenses for the lights. That's another thing you can upgrade, is you can put lights in, which I don't think I'm going to be doing, because it is very expensive. You can get a cheap light pack to put in, but I've looked at the YouTube videos and I'm not that impressed with those ones. But the more expensive ones, you can have sound and things like that, which I would like to put in there. But being my first one, my first build, I'm not sure if I'm gonna, and they are expensive. They're as dear as the model itself, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I'll drop a link to the model as well. That's something I'll drop in the bottom as well, so you can see with the link. although I actually got it on offer for, I think it was about £50 cheaper. And when I purchased this one, they did say it was the last one, but I noticed when I purchased it, they got more in stock, but the price had gone up. So I think they had a batch where they were selling at a lower price. Once they were sold, they did revert back to the normal price, and I got it for about £50 cheaper. So unfortunately I can't get, unless I look and I can find it cheaper somewhere else. I'll put that link in the bottom and below in the comments. Right, let me just put that back. Oh, tell you what I did want to have a look for is the grease and glue and stuff in there. Oh, that metal is the frame. Oh, that's the frame either side of the wagon, and then you start to build on that. The axles go through, the gears go in there, and things like that. And these are pre-tapped, these holes, so you're obviously in some of them you're screwing straight into the frame. So that's what I haven't seen, although I haven't. Oh yeah, there's the wheels as well. See the wheels? Oh, is that? That looks like the bearings there. Yeah, the plastic bearings are there. Right, let me pop this back in. Just have another quick look under these others. Under this other stuff. Right, that was like that. Nothing else under there. Just have another quick look in here. This one's actually really heavy. Yeah, it's all the spring leaves for the suspension. As you can see it in the bag there. I think you can, just there, and the axles and all the gearing, the screws. They supply a spanner and some Allen keys, lots of screws. Hinges. Oh yeah, because the cab lifts up like it does on the real model as well. Ah, there's the grease, and also I think that's thread lock there in a little tub. But there's the grease. I've asked that question, do they give you enough grease in the tube, which people have said they give you plenty, so there must be enough there to do what I need. So that's what I was looking for, and it's all there. So let me just get this all back in the box. Just a quick look underneath there. That's it. Let me put the lid back on. There it goes. The air out. Right then, folks. So there it is. Tell me what you think. If you'd like to see the building of it, comment below, let me know. If it's your first time here, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up and comment below. If you've got experience of building these, or even if you've got this model itself, let me know any tips or tips or tricks, and I'll take them on board. Just like I say, I'm pretty new to doing this. Hopefully it turns out okay. If it doesn't, and I do record it, you'll see it doesn't. So, and that'll be my fault, I guess. So what I'm going to do is just set up my other camera now, just to do the little thumbnail for this video. And I'll just say thank you very much for coming and have a look what's going on. I thought I'd give you a little update, and we'll see where we go from here. and thanks for tuning in. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.